Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, what's up? My name is vianney.strick. Thank you so much for being here. Why do I always talk with my hands? Woo! Today's a very exciting video because we are testing out an eyeshadow, a very affordable eyeshadow, very popular eyeshadow, and it is this one right here. It's the Arabesque palette, and it is from Shop Hush, and it does look a lot like one of the palettes that we all know and hopefully love. So I did test this out for you guys. I gave you guys some swatches. It is what I have on my eyes, and I just gave you guys a full in-depth review, pros and cons of if this is worth it. It is, I believe, like $16, but it is still, it's still money. So just because it's $16 doesn't mean we're gonna buy anything and everything. I wanna make sure that this is worth your money. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video and this review and this demo. And if you do enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to join my squad. So before I show you guys the demo, I did want to show you guys some swatches, so I'll put them right over here. Everything looks good, everything's really pigmented. It is a little bit powdery and a little bit crumbly. Like I said, everything is pigmented and opaque. They're just a little bit dry. It seems kind of like they need to be pressed a little bit harder. And also the shimmers are very reflective, but they are a little bit crumbly. With that being said, I do think that it would be better to use a glitter primer with the shimmers, and I will let you guys know more about the formula during the demo. But also, before we get started, I don't have the Soft Glam palette. If you guys follow my channel, you know that was in my anti-haul for different reasons. I do like the colors. If you want to know why I don't want to buy the Soft Glam, just go to my anti-haul. I'll put it up here. But I don't have it, but I can tell you guys that I can compare them because I do have other Anastasia palettes, and I do know the Anastasia formula. So in that way, I can tell you guys if this is like a dupe for the formula or not, and if it's just worth your money. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy. Let's get into the video. It will be a voiceover, but I will meet back with you guys at the end of this video. Okay guys, so this is what the inside looks like, and these are all the shades, and this is the outside. It's really sleek, it's really nice packaging, and it is cardboard. So I'm first going to prime my lids with some concealer, and what I decided to do is, since this palette is so powdery, I decided to give it 2 different shots. So I'm gonna set one eye with translucent powder per usual, and the other eye I'm actually not gonna set. I'm gonna leave it tacky, and I'm gonna see if there's any way that maybe all the powderiness will be better on the eye that I didn't set or better on the one that I did. I'm kind of just trying to test it out and see what works best. So I'm first gonna go in with the shade Interlude and also Satin, and I'm just gonna mix them. They're just warm crease shades, and I'm just gonna quickly apply them as my transition. So I'm just gonna apply these shades on my crease. It did take a little bit to build up, not because they're not pigmented, but the problem is that they're a little bit powdery, so it doesn't stick as much. As you guys can see, the fallout is kind of crazy, so you definitely have to, work carefully with it. Going with the shade Ballet Slippers, and I'm gonna put it on the outer corner and also right under the crease. This shade was kind of hard to work with, not gonna lie. It was a little patchy, and then once I finished blending it, it kind of blended into the crease. It wasn't making so much definition, it was kind of just blending all together. So I kind of just tried my best with that. Going with the shade Releve, and I'm kind of doing the same thing, but I'm trying to do a little bit lower than the last shade, Ballet Slippers, just to smoke it out. But as you guys can see, because it is so powdery, it's patchy because a lot of the pigment goes on a bunch of different places. It's not that the eyeshadows are not pigmented, because they are. They're just really powdery, so they're a little hard to work with. Then I'm going back in with my blending brush and trying to blend it out because it looks like a huge mess, but I wasn't really impressed. Now I'm going to go ahead and just use some concealer to cut my crease, and I'm going to do like a half cut crease. I'm actually not going to set the concealer. I want to go straight in with the shimmer so it looks a lot more foiled, and I'm going in with the shade Nutcracker, which is a really pretty like rosy pink shade. It was really pretty by the end of it, but it was a little bit hard to apply just because it is a little crumbly. I ended up going in with my finger, which kind of sucks. I have really long nails, but it definitely looks a lot nicer with your finger. I have a feeling this would look better with maybe some like glitter glue. And now I'm going back in with Releve, and I'm kind of just trying to blend all the edges out and smoke it out a little bit more. And like I told you guys, it's pigmented. You just have to really be careful with it. Okay guys, I am back. I did all my face makeup so that this video wouldn't be like too long, but just really quick, I'll tell you guys, I put on the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation. I put on that IB Beauty concealer, and I also mixed it with this Flower Beauty one to make it lighter. Let's see, is there anything else? Well, I have my favorite lipstick of all time, which is the Wet n Wild Gimme Mocha on my lips. And I also put on some lashes. These are the Ardell 250s. I do have eyelash extensions, but your girl needs to go get a refill ASAP, so I'll probably get in trouble for doing this. But I figured that, oh, also highlight. I used this little number again from IB Beauty, and the highlights are from this palette. Alright, moving on. Let's move on to the lower lash line. I figured I would do it with you guys, and then I could tell you guys like my in-depth review. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take the shade Believe, which is like this little burgundy one, and put it on my lower lash line. And I'm gonna smoke it out with, I'm gonna mix these two shades right here just because I need this pink in my life. It's called Pirouette, and since I have pink on top, I kind of want to mimic it at the bottom, so I'm just gonna mix those two. And let's see, I almost forgot, I didn't highlight my brow bone, so let's do that together. I'm just gonna take the shade Avant. This one right here is just a matte cream shade, and whoa, this is really pigmented. Okay, and for the inner corner highlight, I'm gonna take the shade Tutu, which is like a pale yellow shade, and I'm gonna take that on. I have like a new favorite inner corner highlight brush. Is that weird that I have an inner corner highlight brush that I love? It's the Sigma Blending E36. It's like the tiniest little blending brush, and I love it for inner corner highlight. It like puts it in there, but like, I don't know, it blends it in there. I like it. Okay, I'm gonna put on some bottom mascara and set my face, and then we can talk about what I think of the palette. Okay, so I'm gonna get close to you guys so you can see what the eyeshadow looks like. So this is what we have going on right now. Sorry, my wings are just kind of like all over the place, but I do like it, but I'm just not impressed, unfortunately, which sucks because you guys have seen a lot of my Shop Hush videos. I mean, I would hope so. And usually like 80% of the time I'm like really impressed, but I don't know. The thing is, my standards are so high with Shop Hush that this didn't meet them. It's just, let me show you, like, it's just so powdery. This reminds me of like a Subculture 2.0, like just, I don't know, like you just put your brush in to like pick some up, and it's like, do you guys see that? I don't know if you guys actually see that, but it's just like, it's just all over the place. Let me show you guys what my palette looks like after I used it. I mean, you can barely tell on the camera, but it's like really, really dusty. It's just, I think that these shadows should be pressed harder. Do I like the look that I created? Yes. Am I gonna keep using this palette? Probably. Do I think you should go out and buy it? I don't know. I don't wanna recommend something that I'm like iffy about. The shades are beautiful, obviously. They're the same shades as the Soft Glam palette. So if you've been really, really dying to get your hands on that Color Story, but you just can't afford it and you can pay for $16, go ahead and buy this. Just know that it's gonna be kind of like a Subculture type deal where it has a lot of fallout, so you have to be very, very careful with your brush. And another thing that I noticed, because it's so soft, I've noticed that all the shadows that I put kind of blend in together, so I wasn't able to create like a lot of dimension, like a gradient effect, because every time I put another shade in, it would kind of all blend together. So to me, like my eyeshadow look right now looks a little sloppy, but I'm not mad about it. I still think that the shades are really pretty. You just have to be careful. So if you want to buy this, but you want it to be the same quality as like the Aphrodite palette or the Athena palette, I don't think it's the same. I think it's just a little bit more powdery, a little bit, you know, drier. and a little bit more crumbly. I noticed that like their shimmers are really pretty. Look at that. But whenever you pick it up with a brush, it almost crumbles off a little bit. So you just have to be really careful with this palette. So if you have the patience to do that, if you have the patience for like subculture, you'll be okay. Like I said, I think the eyeshadows are nice. Like I said, this is not a first impression. I tried this out once already. I actually went to an Astros game, and so I wore my eyeshadow for a while and it stayed, so it does last. It is pigmented. It does create a pretty look. It's a really pretty, you know, color story, but it is very powdery. It has a lot of kickback and it's a little bit crumbly, so it really is up to you. I'm not gonna tell you not to buy it. I'm not gonna tell you to buy it because that just depends on what you think. Personally, I will use this again, but I'm not gonna reach for it very often. It's so funny because the Soft Glam palette was actually on my anti-haul, just because I thought I already have these shades, so why would I need it? But since they sent me this palette, like, I do like it. I think it's beautiful. I just don't think it's worth the $40-something to go buy it. So anyways, so that is my review. I hope it was helpful. I know it's kind of all over the place, but I just don't want to tell you to go do something or to not, because it really is all about preference. So I hope that my pros and cons were helpful to you. If you guys haven't seen my Shop Hush haul, I have like all the new releases, and I did swatches, so go to that video, check it out, and let me know what the next palette that you guys want me to review should be. So yeah guys, this is the end of the video. Again, I really hope it was helpful, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will link down the palette anyways down below in case you do want to purchase it. It's not like an affiliate link. I don't make money off of these. These Shop Hush does send me their palettes, but they don't pay me or give me affiliate codes or anything like that. So anyways, I will link down below if you are interested. And you guys, I really hope you're having an awesome day or night wherever you guys are. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much. And again, comment what you guys want to see next, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Mwah.